How's it going, everybody? Doing a drink review here today, and going to be doing a gum chewing RoboCop Rogue City impressions vid. I'll get to that obviously in a few minutes. It's another iced coffee drink here today. This is International Delight Reese's iced coffee, so we'll see how this tastes. This one actually tells you this has 90 milligrams per can of caffeine. So once again, those other ones, the whatever it was with the Snickers and the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Twix, for some reason didn't show it. This is not saying to shake well though. So wait, shake gently. There it is up there. They always have it like randomly. You have to like look. Let's see how this one is. It has a strong Reese's smell. Peanut butter cups. No. This isn't it. This isn't that good. I will not be drinking this full can. Like, you get hit with it's almost more of the blend of the coffee and the Reese's. That's pretty fucking nasty. Like, let me see. Yeah, it's got the coffee, skim milk, cane sugar, cream, cocoa processed. I don't know. This is not good. It just, ugh. Like, it comes on, you're thinking it's Reese's, and then the coffee, like, really just, ugh. And that is not a blend I like. I will not be finishing this, but I'll take a few more swigs, just to, really make sure. Ugh. It almost feels like it should taste like the other ones did. But those were all, even the Snickers one was better. This one is not good. They have an Oreo flavored one I saw too, this brand. I don't know if I'm going to try that though. This one is, I saw these in Lowe's and I grabbed them. Take a look at the date. No. Alright, one more swig, then I'll get into I'll give this a score. I'll get in the review. This is just not good. It's too much coffee to me. It's just, it has that kind of nice little flavor, the milk type flavor or whatever, like the other ones had. It almost was like, oh, it's Reese's, and it was like, no, they're blending it bad. Like, the coffee's really taking it on. Like I said, this shit starts to taste too much like coffee. I am gonna hate it. And this is what this is. Ooh, and it's leaving ugh. I'm trying to like, ugh. Total Delight will make it right. I want my full refund. This is like $2.50, I think, on sale. I'm trying to drink more of it to see if, like, maybe I could overcome that, but 2 out of 10. Ugh. If it was a complete 0 out of 10, I wouldn't have been able to even take that many swigs, but it's just that taste to me is just disgusting. It is disgusting. I think I got lucky. But those other ones, especially the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and the Twix, were decent. The Snickers was worse. This is 10 times worse than any of those ones. Oof. It's too, like, ugh, and it leaves that lingering. It's almost like burnt. It tastes like burnt. I don't know how to describe it. But 2 out of 10 on that. I expected this to be better. I was hoping it would be. What are you gonna do? Told you, I don't like coffee. Once it starts tasting like it, it's game over. And this gum to get that taste out of my mouth. I'm almost actually curious to see the Oreo one, if it's as bad. Like, I could probably push a 3 on this, but 2 it is. I can't. I'll sugarcoat things a lot. And people have joked with me about this with these drink reviews. Like, I'll be like, oh, and I give it like a 6 or 7 or some shit. This is a 2. I can't even finish that. I could finish it. I don't want to. I'm not putting myself through it. Well, anyway. RoboCop Rogue City. I'm filming this Sunday. This will be going up after the Super Bowl recap. So I don't know. It could probably be Tuesday. Maybe Wednesday if I throw something else up. But anyway, I would have probably played a little more of this. I started playing it though. It's cool. I'm actually enjoying it. I like the look and the feel of it. You're obviously RoboCop here. The game starts with like a news reel. I forget what this group, the group of like punks, they take over the news station or whatever, killing hostages, throwing a guy out the window. Murphy shows up, RoboCop. He goes in there, and then they kick in the theme. It's a little bit of like a different. It's the theme, but like a little more a little bit of a different version. So that was kind of cool. You're going in there. It's in first person, so you're going in there. You got his classic gun. You could pick up other guns as well. I had an SMG, a Tech 15 or something. And I also had like a huge, the ones you pull off the thing, like Halo and stuff. I used that a few times, whatever it was called. But I gotta say, with this game, the impact of your shots is some of the best I've seen in a game, and felt like when you're pulling a trigger and hitting these dudes, like it feels like the impact is there. Like it feels really good in terms of, the way it sounds and the way you can tell it's hitting them, and it feels like an impact, and the enemies will go down fairly quickly. And headshot, they're going down immediately. Lewis is in here as well. She was in the movies, the first one. I don't know if she was in the second one. I can't remember the second one. Nuke, I'm pretty sure Nuke was not in the original, right? It was in just a second, but Nuke is in here. It's all over the place. But the beginning, like this guy's holding a hostage at the end of the first mission, and you got damaged because something blew up and you fell down, so you're a little damaged. And he starts like imagining his wife as this hostage, and he can't pull the trigger to take the bad guy out, and Lewis does. And then somebody else was filming it in the station, and the other guy's like, Decker, is it? Is in there. Some of the dialogue is great in this. Like, it's like classic, like almost like the movies, that 80s kind of just the way people acted and shit. It's pretty well done, but there's like a psychologist that wants to talk to him, but then you have to go do some other stuff. So in the precinct, the nice looking precinct actually looks like an actual precinct. I'm like going by the precinct, my mom's precinct back in the Bronx in the day. I've been there a few times, but you could do a couple of those side things in the precinct. I did helping this guy out with the people coming in with filing complaints or whatever, and it was like the kind of like that dark humor that RoboCop is, satire, but it's also kind of like almost a dark comedy in a way. The one guy's like, yeah, these people hate my dog, and the dog had this nice, like, kind of, I forget, like, bright kind of coat, and I named it Fire. And then I'd go outside, and the dog would get out, and I would yell, Fire, Fire, and people don't like it. And the other guy's like, I wanted the reward, the poster on the wall, I want to call it in. It was me. And he's like, do I get the reward? He's like, you'll get a reduced sentence. He's like, oh, I guess that's better. And then the third woman's like, asking about her son who's been missing, and then you look up on the file, and he's like, he's been dead for 2 hours, and she's like, oh my god, it's like, oh my god. But then I went out into the city itself. It's run down, it's grimy, it's Detroit. I'm not saying Detroit looks like that now, but the way they make it look as nice. It's like vagrants everywhere. It just gives off sleaze and stuff. So I'm walking through. I did a side mission. I had to get like the mayor's car And you can do stuff where you hold in the thing. It's like a detective mode again here, and you're scanning evidence. You get, as you level up, you get talent points or whatever to upgrade. You have a bunch of different things like vitality, engineering, psychology, I think, and a bunch of different ones, combat and stuff. And like certain things that I couldn't unlock a few a safe because I didn't have like level 6. It wasn't engineering, it was something else. They didn't just call it like lock picking, or safe cracking. But I guess you can go back to some of these areas and do it. But it's cool. Peter Weller is voicing RoboCop, which is cool. Yeah, he's doing a good job of it. Yeah, you see here when you hold down the, I think it's the left trigger, it gives you that kind of like targeting of people. It's funny, at one point you have to jump down, it's like, oh, you can just jump. RoboCop doesn't take fall damage. I was like, oh, nice. There's some goofy dialogue, which is funny, like funny dialogue. You have choices where you can say, and then you can like ask people more questions and stuff. But I'm actually really enjoying it. Like I said, the combat feels like it feels good. You know, I will say though, the enemies, I forget what they call that. They call like, I forget what they call them. They have their names. What group they are. I don't know if it's Torch Head or something. I don't know. But they're throwing grenades. They throw grenades constantly. You could actually pick up stuff like chairs and TVs and whip it at people. There's explosives you can shoot. You can throw those too. You can grab people. I think you can. I grabbed somebody once. I'm trying to think if I was using them as a human shield. I think I was. Where I threw them into another person or something. Looks nice. Pretty good looking game actually. It gets that grit and like grime of the city down, the spray paint on stuff, toppled over garbage cans and shit, little smoke coming out of sewer holes and shit. All the characters look pretty decent. It's actually really enjoyable. I'm kind of excited to play more of it. I had to find this. I found this informant of this cop who's missing, and I just did that. And now I have to go figure out more of that. Probably maybe 2 hours, maybe a little less than 2 hours of gameplay. But you're picking up like evidence too when you're doing these missions. Like Nuke, you're picking up stolen purses, jewelry, fake IDs, documents, incriminating documents and stuff, and you're getting like points. And I guess after that first mission, I got a grade of an A, and they'll grade you, I guess, based on how much stuff you pick up. If any hostages die, I guess it was hostages in a mission or whatever. But, and even the other music too. I don't know if, once again, same thing with like Hogwarts. I'm trying to remember, like, I've not seen RoboCop in a while, any of them. I don't know if I've actually seen the third one. That '09 one I'm not counting. That one wasn't terrible, but the original is where it's at. The second one gets a little shit, but the second one's pretty damn good too. Where I think the bad guy, the like other half robot, like half human thing, is like just runs on Nuke, and the drug dealer is like a 12-year-old. I remember he gets killed at some point in the movie. Spoilers. I don't know if they're using like outside of the main theme. I can't remember the other music, but the music in this game, it fits this game well. Like Hogwarts music fit that game. Like the way it really fits that kind of like 80s type action movie. Honestly, I did a really good job with this. It's actually really cool. I want to play more of it. Like I said, though, man, the impact of those weapons, where like it feels like boom, boom, boom. It has a good feel to it. Like in another feel, and it still holds up. GoldenEye 007, like the weapons feel good when you're firing them. There's like an impact. Some games don't get that right at all. Where it's just like, it's just like, what? This, it actually has a good feel to it. Like I said, those enemies like to throw a lot of grenades at you, though. Literally, they're throwing grenades like every 5 seconds, it seems. Some of them you're just blowing up. You're shooting at people as they're about to throw it. Stuff's blowing up all over the place. Really cool game, though. I'm excited to play more of this. But I just want to do impressions of it. I might do a gameplay of it at some point. I got to get through some other gameplays first. But yeah, this is some gum chewing RoboCop Rogue City impressions and drink review of this 2 out of 10 of this Reese's International Delight iced coffee. I don't recommend this. If you're not into coffee and you're just trying it, I do not recommend it. If you like iced coffee, you might like it. Maybe you won't though. I think it's terrible. I was like, oh my god, maybe I'm changing my. No, I should know. Stick with my gut. This shit's terrible. I am a little tempted about that Oreo one though. But anyway, 2 out of 10 on that. And thanks for checking us out, and have a good day.